Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up there in age, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to tell you something that you should definitely understand and that you should definitely know. This is what is going to help you to remain basically recession proof. This is going to help you so that you can never truly fall behind in your income, but you can at least stay in the same consistent level of wealth throughout the course of your life. In order to do that, you need assets. Why assets? Because no matter whether there's tariffs increasing the cost of goods and services, or whether it's inflation increasing the cost of goods and services, or whether it's simply, people demanding more because they want to get paid what they believe they deserve, in order to never dip below, you need to have assets that increase in value over time and typically are above the cost of inflation. And so the Fed, Jerome Powell, wants inflation at 2%. Now, Jerome Powell is not the entire federal government, but he is a huge component within the federal government, and his goal has been 2%. I believe last quarter it was at 2.3%, and so they're getting very much closer to their goals, still waiting to see what the effects of tariffs is going to be, the effects of inflation, what people are actually going to buy and consume. And obviously, it's going to take so much longer for businesses to start to be built in America and making things in America. And so it's going to take a lot longer for jobs to come available within America. With that being said, we're going to see the effects of the tariffs first. We're going to see the money crunch first. And then towards the end of Donald Trump's presidency, we will then see some actual jobs being created, which is crazy. So with that being said, what I wanted to talk about is assets, not just real estate that is going to go up in value, typically 4% year over year on average, but also the stock market, which goes up in value about 7.5% to 10% year over year on average, right? Now, obviously, there's a different valuation when it comes to real estate because you can put $20,000 down on a $400,000 home. And that 4% increase is not on your $20,000, but on that $400,000. So that's a different type of percentage-based increase. Whereas if you put $20,000 in the stock market, that 7.5% to 10% increase that you get is on that $20,000, right? So that's a different form of evaluation. So when you're looking at properties, when you're looking at real estate and you're buying a house that's $950,000, you know over time it's going to hit that $1 million threshold if you buy it in the right place, at the right time, in the right market conditions. And a lot of the time we'll tell people, do not time the market. When it comes to real estate, I do look at timing. As of right now, I do look at timing. I'm not looking for 3.5% interest rates, but I am looking for something closer to the lower 5s and lower 4s. And you can get that with strategic investing, to strategic loan options and things of that nature, which can get your interest rate super low. There were definitely times where I could have bought properties for under 4% interest rates using an assumable mortgage. Okay, so don't let people tell you that it's not possible to do it. And no, you can use more than just a VA loan. You can use the FHA loan to do it as well if you haven't used it before. So with that being said, yes, that is going to keep you at least bare minimum going up a little bit over time. It may not make you rich, but it's going to keep you from being less rich than you were before. And, I love the fact that in my own personal life, I have so many investments that are going to keep me richer and richer day after day. So I wake up every single day knowing I'm a little bit more richer than I was yesterday. That's how the wealthy feel. The wealthy feel like the money just keeps coming in. It's too much that they can't even spend it. If you got $100 million in savings accounts getting 3.5% interest rates, you're probably making a couple $1,000s every single day, right? Like, it's insane. And so when I wake up and I have my high yield savings account earning me money month over month, when I have my investments paying me 25 different shares of dividends month after month, when I have my real estate going up in value and I'm paying it down aggressively month over month, I just feel real good about that.